Alright, so let's take a look at number 10. Number 10 is an implicit differentiation, so we're going to take the derivative of both sides, where we have 3y squared minus 2x squared equals 6 minus 2xy. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we've got 3y squared, so that would go to 6 something squared, something to the first, so it would be 6y to the first. But then chain rule would say dy dx minus, then we're going to get a 4x, and this one would be dx dx, but that reduces to 1, so we just leave it off, equals derivative of 6 with respect to x is a 0, so that's gone. And then we have the derivative of negative 2xy. So I'm going to think of that as a product. Alright, the negative 2x times the y, so I have first d second, which is dy dx, plus second d first, which is a negative 2, because it's an x. So I'm going to clean that up a little bit. 6y dy dx minus 4x equals negative 2x dy dx minus 2y. Alright, so I'm going to add the 4x over, and I'm going to add the 2x dy dx over. So 6y dy dx plus 2x dy dx equals 4x minus 2y. I'm going to factor the dy dx out. That leaves me with the 6y plus 2x equals 4x minus 2y. Alright, then I'm going to divide, so I have dy dx equals 4x minus 2y over 6y plus 2x. And we're curious specifically for dy dx at the ordered pair 3, 2. So I've got 4 times 3, which is 12, minus 2 times 2, which is going to be 4, over 6 times 2, which is 12, plus 2 times 3, which is 6. Alright, so cleaning that up, that goes to an 8 on top. It goes to a 18 on bottom. Alright, I can reduce a 2 out of each of those, which goes to a 4/9. Alright, so look back to my answers, and choice B is 4/9. Alright, going to number 11, which was the next one you asked. This is also another similar problem that it's implicit differentiation. So we have dy dx. Alright, so we're going to take the derivative with respect to x. We have y squared plus xy plus 1 cubed equals 0. Right? So in this first piece, I'm going to have 2y dy dx, right? Because we have something squared. Derivative of something squared is 2 times the something, but then chain rule we multiply by the derivative of that something, and that's where the y and the dy dx come from. Alright, then we have plus. Now, I've got an outer function here, which is something cubed. So 3 times xy plus 1 cubed, and then we're going to have to multiply by the derivative of xy plus 1 for the chain rule. Alright, and then we have that equals 0. So I've got 2y dy dx plus 3 xy plus 1 squared. Alright, and then the derivative of the inside, I'm going to have a product rule there. So I have x dy dx, first d second, plus second d first, and then derivative of 1 is 0. So I end up here. Alright, now from there, it really asks us at a point 2, negative 1. So I'm going to start dropping in the things I know. I can solve for dy dx first, it's really up to you. But this time I'm going to drop in what I know. So I know y is negative 1. So I've got negative 2 dy dx plus 3 times xy would be a negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1 to the second. Right, times, and then I'm going to have x, so that's 2 dy dx plus, and then I've got y, and y is a negative 1, and that all equals 0. So now I've got some solving to do. So I'm going to clean up just a little bit more. Negative 2 dy dx, that's going to be a 3, and we can distribute that in. So I've got 6 dy dx minus 3 equals 0. All right, I'm going to add the 3 over. And I'm going to combine like terms, so I'm at 4 dy dx. And then I'll divide, and that gives me dy dx equals 3/4. Alright, so we got our answer choices. We've got a positive 3/4 there. Alright, so the correct answer on this one is D. Alright, so there's the next two, and then I'll go ahead in the next video and I'll do that last one. Alright, thanks.